We are here at PRI 2015 at the Racing Junk booth. We had some friends stop by. We have Big Al Liebmann and Rocky Pirrone. And both of these racers and car enthusiasts are part of the Frantic Ford Funny Car team. And they stopped by to tell us a little bit about the Frantic Ford, about the Super Camaro. And so I'm going to let them take it away. If anybody has any questions, let us know, and they will be happy to answer them. We also have a cutout, and we also have Rocky's lovely wife, Donna, who has joined us. So if anybody has questions, please feel free to ask. And guys, tell us a little bit about the race season. Rocky is the driver, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I drive the Frantic Ford Funny Car and also the Super Camaro Funny Car from time to time. We're more of a match race team, bringing back the sights and sounds of the 70 funny cars. You have the big, long, smoky burnouts and the dry hops and header flames. We stay quite busy, throwing our fans up and down the East Coast.
Okay.
We'll be doing some a little bit more in the Midwest next year, and we're looking forward to it.
Wonderful. Al, how about you? You do a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'm a jack of all trades, I guess, master of none. I've been involved with Rocky since 2011. I'm the Chief Information Officer for Frantic Ford Industries. I'm involved social media with the Frantic Ford. I help with all the sponsors, work on the car. It's a full-time job, and I enjoy it.
Excellent. So can you guys give us a little bit of a soundbite about the Frantic Ford itself? It's the longer-running car of the two.
Yes. Well, the Frantic Ford, the original one, was built back in 1969. And this is a tribute car to Jimmy Fox, the original owner, and Ron Riviera and the original team, and also to Dodger Glenn, who later ran the car back in the mid-70s, late 70s, when unfortunately lost his life in the war. We raced the car, again, as a true nostalgia funny car. It's basically just the way it was back in that time period, and we try to bring the same kind of show that the original car did.
Wonderful. And you guys recently, last year I believe, introduced the Super Camaro.
That is correct.
You want to give me again another little soundbite on it?
Super Camaro was based on the 1969 Camaro from Perry Wyatt Sr. out of the Detroit area.
Okay.
And it's very funny, Perry Wyatt Sr. It was a transmission business, and Rocky's father was in the transmission business.
Okay.
So we got a hold of the son, Junior, and we said we'd like to bring a car back. We're going to do Ford versus Chevy. So he gave us permission to use the name. And within, I guess, a few months, we have both cars running against each other, Ford versus Chevy, Super Camaro versus Frantic Ford.
Excellent. So you guys are sort of single-handedly, I'm trying to pan back just so we can see you guys together. You guys are kind of reinventing a whole class of nostalgia racing.
Yeah, we're trying to bring back, again, what we feel is this show. The long, smoky burnouts, the dry hops, the big header flames. The cars got away from that mainly because it was sucking the performance out of them. They couldn't run as quick by doing those things. We sacrificed a little bit of performance as far as 18 mile an hour, but the fans love the long burnouts. We're trying to bring back what funny cars really, the reason why they became popular, and really why they became the king of drag racing, the king of the sport of drag racing. And it's been a lot of fun. It really has.
Excellent. So I'm going to swing back to Al for our final question, as he's our Chief Information Officer. So when is the next time folks can see the cars running? When's the next?
Well, we're working on our 2016 schedule.
Okay.
But they can check us online at franticford.com. We have videos. We have all history of all the cars. The supercamaro.com. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We update everything. I got to thank our sponsors. I mean, we got a list of sponsors a mile long, but I'm not going to go through them quickly.
But why don't you hold this up so people can see the...
No,
not the sponsors. Turn it around so they can see the... This is a cutout of the Frantic Ford, which you can fold out and put on your desk.
Something different. Like I said, I want to thank some of our sponsors, and some of them have been with the Frantic Ford for over 40 years. We got Champion, we got Bonifant, we got Racing Junk, who's been behind us. We got McGuire's, CRC, Stay Lube, Lucas Oil, Mr. Gasket, SMPT's, ISCA Racers Tape, Mechanics Wear, NEC is the company who I work for during the day, PPG, and just our friends and our fans who've been following us for years.
Wonderful. So the last thing I'm going to ask you guys is, what is something you love about drag racing and that you're glad that this is bringing back?
Oh, it's the people. It's the fans. It's the people. Again, it's getting the young kids back into this. We have a bunch of young kids on our crew that we fly our nitro car up, and you can see it in their eyes. And it's just a neat thing to see. The young and the old. The people that come up and say, "Wow, I seen the original car back in 1970." It's so cool to see it again. So it's nice to bring back the memories.
And I just want to let whoever is watching at home that just gave us some love, thank you. Thank you to Rocky. And Al, so something you love about...
Well, I got involved in this in the early 70s with funny cars, and I was involved with the big show cars up until 2000. And that's when it kind of went away, but I always grew up with, the long, like Rocky, the long burnouts, the dry hops, people were able to look at the car and say, that's a Mustang, that's a Camaro, that's a Vega, whatever. And that's what I love. And I like, the smell, the noise, and keep the fans happy. One last thing I want to thank again, Art Schilling for Artie's Parties. We usually
absolutely.
Do that every year.
Artie's a big friend of Racing Junk as well as the Frantic Ford.
Syracuse Nationals, we help raise money there for Ronald McDonald House in Central New York, and also a couple other charities, Alex Lemonade Foundation and Shelby's Way, which is a suicide prevention hotline.
Wonderful.
So we try to give back a lot back to the people out there.
Yeah, and you guys absolutely do. So I want to say thank you. We also had a viewer, Larry, who wanted us to go to the Mullins booth. Larry, we will try. We're going to edit this out of the later video, but I'll try to go over there and check out Mullins, Larry, for you, since you asked so politely. But guys, thank you so much for being with us today. I hope the sound was legitimate for everybody. I know it's been a little tough in this big hall, but we are going to do some other interviews from PRI. If anybody has any requests, let us know. So take care, guys, and thank you, Rocky and Al and Donna.